Hi, it's Matt Rosenberg again. Here now is part two of my conversation with longtime Eastline patrons Betty and Frank Phillip and Larry Manessis. In this part, they talk about Eastline past. Enjoy.
Well, thank you all for the compliments, and it's wonderful to relive these memories because Prospero was such a wonderful experience for us, and we didn't know what to expect in Prospero. And I'm so glad that that show made such an impact on the three of you, and that was the first one that came to your mind. Um, to wrap up this quick little convo that we've had, talk to me about what Eastline is to you. What does it mean? And we'll start with Larry for this final question. What is Eastline to you?
So okay, occasionally I post actively on Facebook, and I think the phrase that I use to describe Eastline to my friends, there are certain times in the cultural experience of a geographic area where there's really a bright light. There's a real scene happening. There is real. It's really the central point of creative energies and performance. And for me, Eastline meets that phenomenon very well. Um, there's a lot of theater around, and there's a lot of good theater. But at Eastline, the talent that's attracted to that's the planetary alignment of director, writing, actors, set design. It really just gravitates around that theatrical solar system. And I have no hesitation to recommend people. I speak of Eastline often when I find somebody likes theater. I promote Eastline. Like I said, I didn't hesitate to join and be a member, to be a supporting member. I'm proud to be part of the Eastline constellation. I'm glad to support it. It is, you know, it's where it's at, and I really look forward to you guys coming back.
Thank you, Larry. Frank, how about you? What is Eastline to you?
I always thought of Eastline as a warm, friendly place. When you went in there, like the first time we go in there and you're, at the ticket booth and stuff, most places you go in and yeah, they give you the ticket. But I mean, you're a very friendly person and you welcomed us in there and it just felt very friendly. And when you go sit down there and the other people there are really anxious to see good theater. And so are we. And that's no matter what shows you had there, experimental shows, you know, um, shows that I at least heard the titles of, shows I never heard of before. I always knew it was going to be a great production. And I couldn't wait until the next one was coming because I learned so much. Like Betty's a theater person, and I'm really not. And when this person was doing this, I said, well, and what is her job? And what is she doing? Oh, she's the stage manager and she does this and this is, and I learned a lot from those productions that I didn't know before. So it wasn't only the plays, I was learning about theater.
Wonderful. And finally, Betty, Eastline to you.
Um, as Larry said, it's like a cultural hotspot. And what was really neat about it, um, I mean, wherever you go, I'll support you, I'll go see you. But when you're actually within walking distance, such an important place, it was like too good to be true. And it's more than just a theater to us. I think it became like a community. Even though we are not in productions, we're around so many and we're connected through the book club. And I always felt, like Frank said, that it was a very, very friendly place. What I loved about it was this isn't schmaltz. A lot of the productions were at least as good, probably better than similar things we'd see in small theaters in the city. This was like, if you consider this a compliment, it's meant to be, when New York City quality, the finest. I don't think we ever saw one single bad performance in 4 years, and we never saw a bad production. We have our favorites, but the level of production was always excellent. And we always knew we were going to see something good. Even if it wasn't our favorite thing, it was really well done and really well acted. And I always felt like it was such a friendly place and so welcoming. And that's why, like, the second season we knew about it, we joined and we wanted to support it. It was more than a theater to me. And also, I like the fact that although I love a lot of these old chestnuts, like The Sound of Music and Brigadoon, and I could see them 1,000 times, it's not risky stuff. They take risks at Eastline and they push, and they go to places you don't go. In the original works were excellent, Prospero, live, and just the takes they would do on things you already knew. I couldn't get enough of that place.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Matt,
Thank you. Go ahead, Larry.
when Frank was speaking, I realized that I totally agree with him. The friendliness of the place, and it's sort of like Eastline is like the Cheers of the Long Island theater circuit. You go there, and they know your name. The actors know you. I mean, I can't say that I'm friends with the actors, but certainly the opportunity to rub elbows with them either before the performance or after the performance, I really feel that there's a connection there, and it's been wonderful seeing some of the actors grow in their art as they move from one production to another production to another production, and that was really very rewarding in and of itself.
Great. Well, thank you, Betty, Frank, Larry. Thank you, first of all, for being wonderful patrons and wonderful members of our Eastline family. You are members of our family. And thank you so much for being wonderful members and wonderful people. And thank you for joining us here today on this quick little walk down memory lane, this little perspective of what it's like to be an audience member at Eastline. Thank you all very much for joining me.
Okay.
It was a
Thank you.
pleasure.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
It was nice meeting you, Betty and Frank, and I look forward to seeing you guys in
Same here.
the
Hopefully,
next
theater.
home. Indeed.
Yeah,
Yes.
whatever it is. Yeah.